Hello everyone, welcome to course study on solid mechanics. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss the concept of torsional moment of resistance. Remember that in unit number 3, bending stresses and shear stresses, we have discussed the concept of moment of resistance only. Now in unit number 4, for the torsion, we are going to discuss the concept of torsional moment of resistance. Now what does the torsional moment of resistance mean? For the equilibrium of the shaft, the external torque T must be balanced by the internal resisting torque. This particular torque must be balanced by the external torque must be balanced by the internal resisting torque. The internal resisting torque is the sum of moment of the tangential shearing stress acting on any transverse section. So how to calculate the internal resisting torque? It is the sum of moment of tangential shearing stress acting on any transverse section. It means that first of all we have to calculate the value of shearing stress, tangential shearing stress. After calculating the value of tangential shearing stress, on the basis of that we will calculate the internal resisting force, and internal resisting force into the perpendicular distance will be the moment. Therefore it is the sum of moment of tangential shearing stress acting on any transverse section. Therefore from figure we have capital R is equal to radius of the circular shaft, capital D is equal to diameter of the circular shaft. dr small r is the thickness of small elementary circular ring. Small r, it is the radius of small elementary ring of the circular section. Tau is the shear stress at a distance of r from the center of the circular shaft, or at a radius of r from the center of circular shaft. And tau max, it is the value of shear stress at the outer surface of the shaft. And d capital A, it is the area of small elementary ring of circular shaft. So as shown in figure, we have a circular cross section of the shaft. We have to concentrate on a small annular ring. This is a small annular ring which has a thickness is equal to dr. This is the thickness dr. That particular small annular ring is located at a radius of small r as shown in figure, and capital R will be the radius of entire section. So first of all we are going to calculate, as shear stress is a function of R, so we have to concentrate on small annular ring. For that particular small annular ring we are going to calculate the value of moment of tangential shearing stress. Once you calculate the value of moment of tangential shearing stress for that particular small ring of thickness dr, then the integration of it will give you the value of torsional moment of resistance for the entire section. So we will discuss all those steps one by one. Now therefore the shear stress at a radius of r from the center can be given by the equation A. Remember that as discussed in the previous video, shear stress is a function of radius r. When radius is equal to 0, that is at the neutral axis the shear stress is 0, whereas at the extreme fiber at the surface where radius is capital R, we have the maximum shear stress. So the shear stress is a function of radius r. So we have discussed the equation number 1 in the previous lecture one also. In equation number 1 we have g theta upon L, tau max upon capital R, which is equal to tau upon R only. So this is the equation number 1. So from that equation A we have tau upon small r, which is equal to tau maximum upon capital R, because at the extreme fiber when R is equal to capital R, then we have maximum shear stress, and at the middle we have small r which has some value of shear stress. Therefore tau upon R is equal to tau max upon R. This is the equation we have obtained from equation A. After rearranging this equation, we have tau is equal to tau max into small r upon capital R. This equation we have after rearranging the above equation. Therefore, the shear resistance offered by the elemental area is dF is equal to tau into dA. Remember that all of we have shear stress given by force upon area. So from this equation we are going to find out the value of force. Therefore force will be equal to tau into area. So once you know the value of force, we can easily find out the moment also, because moment is the force into perpendicular distance. So at a distance of small r, we have shear stress is equal to tau maximum into small r upon capital R. This is the value of shear stress at a radius of small r. You have to remember it. Once you know the value of shear stress, we can easily find out the value of force also, because shear stress is equal to force upon area. Therefore force is equal to shear stress into area. Now as we have concentrated on a small annular ring, we have to consider dF, because it is a small part of entire circular cross section. Therefore it is dF. Therefore dF is equal to tau into dA. So we have tau is equal to, from this equation we have tau is equal to tau max into small r upon capital R. That value we will put into this equation. Therefore we have dF is equal to tau max into small r upon capital R into dA. So this is the value of resisting force offered by that particular small elemental ring. Therefore once you know the value of internal resisting force, we can easily find out the value of twisting moment at the circular elementary ring, and it is denoted by the letters small dt is equal to turning force into small r. So all of you know that turning force is given by dt is equal to tau into dA into small r. It's a radius. Therefore if you put the value of tau into this equation, tau into dA, we have to put into this equation. We have dt is equal to tau max into small r upon capital R into dA into small r. So dt will become tau max upon capital R into dA into r square. After rearranging this equation, we have this equation, because dt is equal to the force into perpendicular distance. So it will be the twisting moment for a small ring only, but we have to calculate it for entire section. Therefore we are going to calculate the value of twisting moment for the entire section. So dt is equal to, as this is the previous equation, dt is equal to tau max upon r into dA into small r square. This is the value for a twisting moment for a elemental area. Therefore total torque could be determined by integrating the above equation between the limit of 0 to r. After integrating it, we have capital T is equal to integration over the limit of 0 to r dt, which is equal to integration over the limit of 0 to capital R tau max upon r into dA into r square. So this is the value of total torque we have obtained from the elemental ring. It's a summation of all the torque values of elemental ring. Therefore as tau max upon r is constant, so we will take it from the integration side, take it out from the integration side. We have tau max upon r integration of over the limit 0 to r dA into r square. So this T is equal to tau max upon r into J. So remember that this is the new concept. J is the polar moment of inertia. So integration over the limit of 0 to r dA into r square is equal to J is the polar moment of inertia, and that value we have put in this equation B. So we have equation B is equal to T is equal to tau max upon capital R into J. So from equation A and B, in equation in equation A we have g theta upon L, tau max upon capital R, which is equal to tau upon small r. This is the equation number A, and equation number B is as shown over here. Therefore from A and B we have T upon J, which is equal to tau max upon capital R, which is equal to g theta upon L. So this equation is known as the torsional equation or torsional formula. Okay, so by considering the effect of shear stress on a small annular ring, we have determined the value of shear force, internal resisting force. Once you know the value of shear force or internal resisting force, we can easily find out the moment of resistance. So from this equation, this T is nothing but it's a torsional moment and the unit is Newton mm. J is the polar moment of inertia and the unit is mm raised to 4. Tau max is the maximum shear stress at the outer surface of the shaft. Capital R is the radius of the shaft. G is the shear modulus or modulus rigidity and it is in Newton per mm square. Theta, it is the angle of twist in radian, and L is the length of the shaft, again it is in mm. So this is the torsional formula we have derived in this lecture. So in the next lecture we will discuss the concept of polar moment of inertia, polar modulus, strength of the shaft, torsional stiffness, etc. So we will stop here. Thank you.